Hey, Brian from SnakeBytes here. We're at one of the world's largest aquariums, the Shedd Aquarium in Chicago, Illinois. I've been wanting to come here for a long time. We're going to take a look around and even get some behind-the-scenes footage with some keepers. You're watching SnakeBytes. I'm here with Sam. He's the manager of the Great Lakes program at the Shedd Aquarium. And I tell you what, that's got to be an awesome job with the amount of conservation that has to go into this massive body of water. What exactly is your message to people and how do you portray it to them?
Well, I love my job, Brian, and at Shedd Aquarium, animals connect you to the living world, inspiring you to make a difference. We have over 32,000 animals representing some 1,500 species, and we're right on the banks of Lake Michigan, which is part of the Great Lakes. And that's 20% of the world's fresh water. And so we talk about conservation issues like water quality, water quantity, habitat, and invasive species. And we also bring some little friends.
Yeah, I see you have some here. Tell me about it.
So this is a painted turtle. It's the most common species of turtle in the entire Great Lakes region. It's found from both ends of North America. And what's great about this little turtle is it illustrates how people need to respect and value wildlife because they need a great home just like we do. They need water, they need habitat, they need a great home to live. They might have challenges from invasive species competing for food and space. And so people really connect to animals, just like you know it with BHB and SnakeBytes, and it really pulls them in. And folks are not going to want to save something they don't know.
What sport has Brian played since he was a kid? Is it A, baseball, B, bowling, or C, hockey? Answer with a comment and keep watching to see if you're right.
The Shedd Aquarium is considered a National Historic Landmark by the National Park Service. Construction started on this amazing exhibit in November of 1927 and opened to the public in December of 1929. It's pretty amazing to think how many people have been educated about conservation by visiting the Shedd over the last 80+ years. All right, Sam, so this turtle is an absolute beauty. Tell me a little bit about her.
Sure, this is a female Blandings turtle, and this species is endangered and threatened in many states, including Illinois and your home state of Michigan. Why is that? Well, you know, in today's world, when they go on nesting migrations, that means they're running into cars, they're running into streets. And so unfortunately, there's a high mortality rate with females of this species.
Yeah, I can kind of see she looks a little bit beat up. Is this one of those victims of a car?
Yeah, unfortunately she is, but she's one of the lucky ones. And she came to Shedd Aquarium in 1988. And she was a rescue that, you know, she was in bad shape. It took a year before she was eating on her own. She's still got some marks and scars on her shell from the car accident. She had jaw reconstructive surgery. She's got one eye, but you know what? She's still healthy and her life serves as an outreach animal so we can show what threatened species are in our own backyards and what we can do to help them.
I tell you what, that's a great ambassador because it kind of shows everything, and I can't appreciate everything that you guys are doing here, not only for the Great Lakes, but all your outreach programs. Is there any last things you'd like to tell our viewers or what they can do to kind of help with that type of conservation message?
Sure. Well, other than visiting your local zoo or aquarium, find out as much as you can. Join a group, and there's all kinds of things you can do with water quality, water quantity, habitat, and invasive species.
Well, I appreciate it, Sam. Keep up the good work.
All right, thanks, Brian.
Walking around a place like the Shedd makes you realize how amazing nature is. To see such diversity of wildlife under one roof is an experience that's really hard to explain. I'm not gonna lie, Some of these weird fish and crab species kind of freak me out. I'm here with Stacy. He heads up the Mantella Breeding program here at the Shed. And Stacy, I know that there's a lot of issues with the Madagascan deforestation and so on like that with Mantella. So breeding programs are very vital to the future of these animals. Give me an idea of when you started breeding these animals and what the process is.
All right. Well, we acquired these animals just over a year ago, and they were juvenile animals. We got them in, and within that 1 year period, we got them breeding. Mantella frogs like a cooler temperature, so we keep them in the low 70s. And one of the biggest things to start them breeding is rain. So as soon as the rainy season hits, that's when you start to hear the males calling and setting up their territories. And you'll see the females like follow the males in to wherever they're at.
How many species? Show me what you got going on. Give me the quick tour of the place.
So we've got 6 different species in here. We've got our expectatas, which are the blue-legged mantellas, our Mylotympana, which are the black-eared mantellas. We've got Pultra down here, or saddleback mantella. Over here we have Crocea, it's the yellow mantella. And this side we have our Antiocha golden mantellas.
Which is probably the ones that most people see the most common, right?
They are, and they're pretty rare too. Most of mantellas are critically endangered. And this last group over here, we have our Viridis, our green mantellas.
Now, a lot of people, I think, in the kind of quote-unquote pet trade, see a lot more of the dendrobatids or poison dart frogs. I mean, would you consider it pretty common care or similar care, or is it pretty radically different with these?
It's a little bit different. They like cooler temperatures. Okay. Like dart frogs can be kept in more in the 80s or upper 70s. These guys like it a lot cooler.
Well, it's amazing. I tell you what. I love the feel. I love these guys. They are incredible in here. I really appreciate your time and keep up the good work.
Thanks.
I was blown away by the Shedd's jellyfish exhibit. I can honestly watch these things for hours without getting bored. And even though you'd think I'd know this from my reptile experience, I can't believe such beautiful creatures can pack such a powerful punch. Fortunately, the majority of jellies are harmless to humans, and also though some can give you a jolt that you won't soon forget. There are only a few of them, like the man-o-war and the box jellies, that can do more than just ruin your day. My advice to you is if you see a jellyfish on the beach, make sure you just avoid it. There's so many amazing things to see here at the Shed. It seems like everywhere I look there's cool animals and cool enclosures, but I'm really excited to get over to the Amazon Rising where they have a green anaconda. We're going to get a chance to get a close-up look and maybe a special treat. So I'm guessing the protocol here is got one guy kind of on the lookout, and the other one goes in and tries to figure out where the snake wants to feed. It's really hard when you have an enclosure this size because, especially with the green anaconda, and the fact that they're really an aquatic snake. So, there's really only a little bit sticking out of the water. And an amazing fact about anacondas is that their nostrils and eyes are on the very top of their head, so they can stay almost 100% submerged, yet still go after prey, kind of an ambush style. But Jim is moving in with the rabbit right now. It's pretty cool. I can see that she's over here in a little bit of a crevice. We're going to see if we can get the best shot. There it goes. That looks interested. See what's going to happen. I don't know why I get so excited. You can just see she just grabbed it and she just coiled it, pulled it right back in the water. You can now see she's actually submerging it. This is a technique that they're going to use when they're going after prey. They're basically going to drag them back in the water and just really go around them. So it's pretty amazing. There's been some incredible stuff here, and I tell you what, the anaconda was amazing, but anyone that knows me knows that I'm not just obsessed about reptiles, but I absolutely love giraffes and penguins. So when I heard there were penguins here, I had to come down to the exhibit. Check these guys out. I mean, is this awesome or what, man? There's some little rock hoppers up there. Man, I just want to run in there and go play with them. They're so cool. You certainly can't come to an aquarium like the Shedd and not see some sharks. They've got some really cool black-tip reef sharks behind me. I tell you what, it's making me really get excited for my trip to South Africa when I get to swim with some white sharks. Basically, if you ever get a chance to visit Chicago, you'd be a fool not to come visit the Shedd Aquarium. Besides the absolutely incredible collection of fish, aquatic mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and plant life, this facility is beautiful, and the staff have a wealth of knowledge to share with you about the care and conservation of these creatures and their habitats. This place is totally worth your time.
Okay guys, we're here at the Shedd Aquarium today in Chicago and it's been a lot of fun. There are so many cool animals here to see. I want to know, what are your favorite zoos and aquariums? Are there any really cool exhibits you've seen that you really liked? Leave a comment below and let us know.
So there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this show. What an amazing aquarium. It was a great experience to see all those amazing animals as well as the penguins. You guys know I love that. If you guys want to follow any of my adventures, make sure to hit me up over on Twitter and Facebook at SnakeBytesTV. Until next time, this has been Snake Bites.
What sport has Brian played since he was a kid? If you guessed C, hockey, you are 100% correct. Nice job.